welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker. And let's...
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the four. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now, here's Beverly, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverley is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Lillard against Beverly, high post shot, the 19-foot shot. Nurkic can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's Beverly, following the score by Damian Lillard.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
And the dunk by Powell.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here's George. Zubac the pass to Leonard. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Here's Lillard. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. Now the feed to Morris. Portland grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They now take the lead.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And George kicks to Morris to the left wing. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Poked loose. Pocket 6. Morris. The shot misses. Nice D from Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Covington.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Pass to Beverly. Now Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots over Powell. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers leading by 4. Unloads. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Here's Zubac. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
On the wing, Morris. Defended by Covington. Beverly dishes to Morris. Back to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. Portland grabs the miss. To the middle. Here's Lillard. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Beverly finds George over McCollum. Lefty move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Cousins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I know they don't really want him to walk in there, but there's got to be some resistance on Cousins when he gets positioned that deep.
And he can't hit the second. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Now, here's Kanter. Outside Anthony. This one for 3. The shot, no good. No good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just.
Normal begins.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And they take the lead. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard against Powell.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Here is Rondo. Outside Jackson. The tray. Offensive rebound. And the pass to Oturu. Here's Kennard. There's the triple. And Kanter pulls it down. Powell inside. Guarded by Jackson. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Rondo passes to Kennard. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Here's Oturu. Los Angeles with another miss.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in, and it's good. 2 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Mann. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. And Portland has possession. Here's Lillard. 8 points for him. Oh, Covington in position. He can't hit that time. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
McCollum against Beverly. 5 to shoot. Here's Morris. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. And it's Lillard missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that one's good. Beverly's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
George looking around. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Beverly against Lillard. Here's Cousins. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony's shot is off. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. And that'll about do it as we get ready for...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard looking around. Over Beverly. And it's Lillard missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
George finds Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
From the wing, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCollum's got his second bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Leonard with the ball. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 6 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint. Beverly against Lillard. He kicks to McCollum beyond the arc.
It's rebounded by Leonard.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A three from Morris. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Lillard outside. It's McCollum on the wing. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for Portland.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Beverly against Lillard. George passes to Zubac. Now Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beverly's got 4 points this quarter. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Morris kicks to Leonard. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Lays it up and banks it in.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
And that's an intentional foul. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Out to the wing. Plenty of space. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Simons has got his first bucket in this one. Clippers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Jackson passes to Oturu. Outside Jackson. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Oh, Covington in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Simons. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cousins, the pass to Mann. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Mann passes to Jackson. With 2 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers ahead. Up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the point guard position.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And he commits the intentional foul. And here's Jones. Here's Anthony. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Kennard. And Jones sends it back. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. They get it back. Out to Anthony. Pass to Cantor. And he lays it straight in.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Six on the shot clock. Shoots the three. Portland grabs the miss. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Powell, the pass to Carmelo, and the shot goes in.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Jackson against Powell. Now here's Jackson, guarded close, and he makes that one.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Here's Powell. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Cousins, the pass to Man, stolen by Kansas. Here's Jones. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jackson dishes to Cousins. Here's Oturu, covered by Anthony.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound. Carmelo Anthony with the game changer.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Jackson from long range. Rebound by Anthony. And so they foul intentionally. A different look now for Portland. Collin comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To take the lead. And he overshot that one, missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. Zubac kicks to Leonard. And it goes down 2 points.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Lillard against Beverly. Yep, that one goes.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. George finds Leonard.
It's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Here's Leonard, and he elevates, and then the slam. Cantor did not like that.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beverly against Lillard. To the paint. Here's Cantor. Oh, no good on the dunk. Leonard attacking. It's good!
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Lillard outside. Over Beverly. Oh, off target. So it's Los Angeles taking it up. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The drama will welcome, folks, to what promises to be. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward spot. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. McCollum against DiVincenzo. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton on the wing. Pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Lopez with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Bounce pass, Holiday. To the middle. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And at that range, hey, hard for the defense to really affect that shot. I mean, Lopez is just too good.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. Back to Nurkic. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee the other way now. There's the lob. And Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the basket by Lillard.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here is Holiday. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Lillard against Holiday. And it's Lillard missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Down low. Inside. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Holiday. after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Down low. And to Kumbo inside. Covington's there. That one drops for him. Giannis has got his second bucket of the night.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Teague left side. Now the pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by McCollum. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jones checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Cantor in the corner. It's deflected. Here's Norrell. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That free throw, no good.
You know, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
Here's Simons. Kanter inside, defended by Portis. And Kanter throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Kanter. Rebounded by the Bucks. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
A putback, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And Kanter over to help. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Portis. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Right side, Jones. Passes it to Powell. Gets a hand on it, and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
It's stolen by Jones. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday, and Holiday is right there. Holiday's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Lillard. He has 7, and the shot is good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Giannis. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Back to Lopez. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. Ahead. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
16 seconds left here in the second. Antetokounmpo against Covington. Lopez left side. Off with the layup. And so it's Milwaukee with their... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that does it for our halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Lillard misses. Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Stolen by Middleton, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and it's Derek Jones in for Robert Covington. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Portis, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Here's Portis after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Portis against Cantor. Portis in the post. 8 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Here's the break. Here's Connaughton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Cantor. He misses the layup.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's T after Enes Kanter's miss. T kicks to Portis. A rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's McCollum. And a little luck that time, but it drops. McCollum's got his first bucket of the night.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. 1:29 left in the 3rd. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
From the stripe, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Teague. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tucker, the pass to Connaughton. Fires the 3. They get it again. And goaltending is going to be the call. So
An official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Bucks leading by 14. Giannis outside. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. And so it's Milwaukee sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Teague against McCollum. To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. To the inside, and then Lillard slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's Portis following the score by Damian Lillard. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 10, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. From past the arc. And it's Lillard missing.
One made three form for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Middleton outside. Knocked loose. Outside Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Now here's Nurkic. And here's McCollum for three. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Doesn't go that time.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Outside, Covington. McCollum outside. Drills the three-pointer.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
But, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Giannis outside. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Lillard.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Lopez. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And, you know, when Lopez gets it rolling early, he can put up some big numbers.
High post, Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Now here's Lopez. Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton on the wing. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. From deep three-point range. No good. And so the Bucks take the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And a look at the status here. Both teams injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Kicks it out to McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Powell. That's good from 17 feet away.
You've got to be able to manipulate pick and roll. Norman Powell taking what the defense gives him. That's really nice.
Durant, the pass to Harden. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And that one drops.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Powell finds Lillard. Count the basket.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Here is Harden. Irving looking over the floor. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Wow, that finish.
Oof. Wow.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. Here's Powell. Rejected by Harris. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the basket by Harden.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Passes it to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Lillard outside. Lets it go. Brooklyn with the rebound. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Harden the pass to Durant. Inside, stolen by Cantor. It's tipped. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Lillard scanning the floor. And another three for Portland.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here's Harden. To the inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Irving. The putback. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
I think you get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Craig, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the one. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his looks.
Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. Claxton, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Down low, 6 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets with the lead. Left side, Brown. And that's going to be a travel. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Claxton with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Anthony. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded, and Brooklyn turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Wow, hammering it in!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Lillard against Harden. Lillard, right side. And the rejection by Harden. 1:22 left in the first half. McCollum against Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Here's Lillard. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Harden with it. He's got 8. That 3 off the mark. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And the basket by Lillard. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Harden scanning the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. Flop. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Jordan, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the small forward position.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Harden, good D by McCollum.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Lillard missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Harris passes to Jordan. Powell with the steal. And here we go. For the lead. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Irving dishes to KD. Up again. Poked away. Portland leading. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard left side, and it's in there.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
There's the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. Just 5 to shoot. Nurkic can't hit. The Nets are gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's KD. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Outside Irving. He feeds it to Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, what a pretty move. And that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
1:32 left to play here in the third. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Baseline J on the way. It's good. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 2.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Misses the 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. He kicks it to Covington. The feed now to Nurkic. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
3-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn. 3-pointer, Lillard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
McCollum outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Brown feeling it out a bit to the paint. It's stolen by Anthony. As break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jumps up. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
Enes Kanter embraces physicality, and if he wants to score it, he's going to play right through the defense.
Now Shamet. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Claxton the pass to Shamet. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And McCollum with the slam.
Oh, nice defense there by Anthony, creating the transition opportunity. Terrific heads-up play.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Green. Back to Shamet. Offline with his three. Trailblazers trail by 4. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's McCollum. And here's Kanter. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Just 5 on the clock to tie it up. Kanter's shot is off. And here are the Nets looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Boy, Kevin Durant gets a quick first step, and it puts the defense in a tough spot, and he picks up the foul.
That's good from Durant. He hits both from the stripe.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
McCollum against Irving. Three-pointer. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from McCollum.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving with a clean look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night. Passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Inside. Durant with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Harris misses. Trailblazers trail by 4. And a wide open look for McCollum. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half. Harden against McCollum. Harris kicks to Harden. Outside Durant. Here's the feed to Jordan. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simon. Shot from the top of the key. They get the rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 4.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
It's Harden with the
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Powell with it. Lets it go with the 3. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Harden. Yes!
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
McCollum against Irving. Pass to Covington to tie it up. It's in! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Mr. Covington under duress of the big moment, and he delivers. Yes, sir.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Kevin Durant, absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Harden to take the lead. Off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony. And the starting lineups have concluded. So it's the NBA on T8.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, we got DeMarcus Cousins, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4, and it's McCollum in the corner. Fires the 3. Powell finds Covington over Morris. Covington's shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And it's Beverley missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lillard misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Beverley against Lillard. Tipped away and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's McCollum in the corner. 3-pointer. Morris with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leonard kicks to Beverley. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Now here's McCollum. 3-pointer, Lillard. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
And George gets it to go.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Here is Lillard. From deep. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. McCollum dishes to Lillard. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Patterson. Pass to Jackson. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Jones checked in for Portland. Jackson misses. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Jackson. Pass to man. Outside Jackson. Powell with the steal. Pushing it up. Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Jackson. Here's Oturu, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, man, in these screen and roll plays, Jackson is just exceptional. Just reads the defense well and delivers remarkable passes to his teammates.
Now here's Powell. Jones drives in, and Jones with the stuff.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Kennard. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Kennard. Over Jones. Unable to get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Jones slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Jackson with it. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Now Kennard bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, a deadly, decisive shooter. Once Kennard gets a good look he likes, he ain't gonna hesitate.
Jones from outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top. They lead by a bucket. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the two-guard spot.
And you're going to take as many of those high-percentage shots as you can get.
Now Lillard. Over Kennard. That one wide left.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Here's Mann. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And there's the pass to Okuru. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Mann. Here's Jackson. Passes it to Okuru. Here's Zubac. 5 to shoot. Over Jones. Lillard with the rebound. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Back to Zubac, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard throws it down.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Outside, George. And Kanter pulls it down.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. Here's Anthony. No good with the wing jumper.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Here's Leonard. Yep, that one goes in there. Leonard's got his first 2 points of the night.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Lillard against Beverly. 11 feet away, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And Cousins is a big body who knows just how to back down the deep. When he has the room to throw it down, he does not hesitate for 1 second.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Beverly dishes to George. And the shot goes in. George has got 8 points.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Shoots it up. Portland with a new 14. Covington wide open. He fires. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Shoots over Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And so he hits both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
To the middle. Powell kicks to McCollum. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bat. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead top. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Cousins in at the center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. I'm surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the inside. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
Clippers leading by 4. Nobody near Leonard. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nurkic.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jackson passes to Kennard. Lillard against Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now, whenever Jackson is driving, the D is nervous. He is just brilliant at completing his drives to the rack.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Kennard against McCollum. Here's Zubac. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Trying to end the drought. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles leading by 6. Takes the 13-footer. Kennard's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. McCollum, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Jackson down low.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Anthony against Kennard. Here's Patterson. Good. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Trailblazers trail by 10. McCollum outside. Inside. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. Anthony's got 6 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Scoreless quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language that he's getting discouraged.
Now the Clippers with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. Jackson looking around. And that one, good. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Wow, and Jackson is just crafty down inside. He has such a quick release that even taller defenders can't get to it in time. You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
He's off on that one. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Beverly. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. C.J. McCollum out there with Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. McCollum against Beverly. Powell, no one around him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Stolen by Kanter. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw missing. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Patrick Patterson. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell. Outside Leonard. Beverly with the ball. Back to Leonard. Shoots from 8. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking. It's good.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Outside, George. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard against Beverly. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Lillard. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Beverly feeling it out a bit. To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morris kicks to Cousins. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. Now the dish to Beverly. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Here's George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
Lillard with no one around. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
In the corner, George with it. A pass to Leonard. Over Jones. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 4. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jones slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Leonard, and he banks in the layup.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. For the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris looking over the floor. Leonard on the wing. Shoots from the line. Cousins on the follow.
Cousins relishing the opportunity to come through in the big moment in a big way for his team.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, Morris with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Beverly finds George. Back to Beverly. A three from Leonard. The shot missing. Here's McCollum. Good!
He's an experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to D8.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Bucks.
And take a look at Giannis in his first year as opposed to now. That strength coming into play now.
Lillard attacking past to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Lopez passes to Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. Holiday trying to free himself up. Lopez, no luck. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here's Holiday. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Here's Lillard. To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Middleton against Powell. Shots good by Middleton.
Good handles from the 6'8" Chris Middleton. That's some versatility there with that size.
Lillard attacking. Nurkic can't hit.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Middleton against Powell. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Shot clock at 5. Back to Middleton. Shoots over Powell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Middleton's got his second bucket tonight. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 6. Powell against Middleton. Lillard, right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Trains the three-pointer.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
The pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Lillard finds Nurkic. Lillard with it. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Powell.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Portland out in front as they end the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in it with the two-guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Anthony. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Forbes the pass to Portis. The dish to Tucker. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Forbes. Portis trying to free himself. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Anthony. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition, and Melo takes full advantage.
Out to the right wing. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
McCollum outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket for Middleton. Simons surveying the D. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Powell, he's jacked in for McCollum. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Teague the pass to Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Portis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. They get it back. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Passes it to Covington. It's Powell on the wing. A 3-ball. Portland again missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Teague. Inside. And Portis throws it down.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Pass Pass to Powell, and stolen by Portis. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Portland on defense. Now, here's Portis. 8 points for him. Connaughton kicks to Portis. 5 on the clock. Taken away by Anthony. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Teague with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bucks leading by 5. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Right side, Portis. And Tucker has it in the corner. Portis in the post. Looking on Nurkic. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard attacking. Count that bucket. Lillard's got 10 points.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's Portis, high post. Back to Teague. To the right side. Here's Connaughton. To the inside. Here's Portis. No good from 11 feet. And a close game so far through the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And here's Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Makes it off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his first points of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And he'll shoot free throws here clearly. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews, that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Here's Lillard. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. For the lead. Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard misses.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Middleton. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And then Jones with the jam.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Giannis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Holiday against Lillard. A step back shot here. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Middleton looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Kicks it down to Middleton. Giannis outside. Clock at 6. The 15-footer. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Anthony. Giannis grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Derek Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCullough.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Nurkic. Plays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got his first points in this one.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. It's stolen by Anthony. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Powell for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Forbes. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Forbes has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kicks to Kanter. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Well, the former Turkish star and 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft, Kanter is still trying to become a dominant force at the NBA level.
Pass to Portis. Nurkic with the steal. He gets it up. The shot, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Kanter.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Middleton outside. Now the pass to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. It's tipped. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, he's got great sight lines, Giannis does, especially where he gets the ball. So he surveys the court, takes a good picture, and makes a great pass.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. McCollum comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a wide-open look for Portis. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Powell.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Pass to Portis. Powell with the steal. Lillard with it, picked up by Teague, and Lillard throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Portis drives in. The feed to Tucker. Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
But he recovers it. Pass to Teague to the left side wing. To the paint, Covington with the steal. Down low, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Portis. And they get it. Pass to Teague. Back to Portis. Just 4 to shoot. Over to the wing. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half. Bucks trail by 4. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. That shot off. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton on the wing. Fires the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland leading by 6. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Holiday against Lillard. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Holiday. They could use a bucket. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And Portland with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by Powell, no good. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Yep, it counts.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
So the Trailblazers win it. They see. All right, David. Coming right up. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Irving. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Back to Harden. Shoots over Lillard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And, you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Irving kicks to Durant. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Covington's shot is off.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Irving for 3. Harden kept alive. Goes up with it again. Here's Jordan. And at last, they get one to fall. Jordan's got his second basket of the night. Lillard surveying the D. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Over Harden. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Irving against McCollum. Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
McCollum outside. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. He dishes it to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Over Harden. That one off the back iron and out.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Those long arms of Durant helping on the break there. KD still got it all started there.
Lillard outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Lillard against Harden. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Jones with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Pass to Harden. And good that time.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Powell, he's jacked in for the Trailblazers. No good on the quick three. Brooklyn leading by 6. There's the lob to Brown. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Simons, the pass to Cantor. It's stolen by Brown. Right side, Green. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Here's Simons. Anthony taking his time here. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And there's the pass to Griffin. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now, here's Shamet. He is guarded by McCollum. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Here's Powell. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Nets leading by 9.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Powell with it, picked up by Brown. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Shamet on the wing. He is guarded by McCollum. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Shamet. Let's keep it alive. Here's Claxton. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
McCollum outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Traps in the tray. Powell's got 5.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
And that one's good, Griffin.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Shamet. And so that brings the first half to a close. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. DeAndre Jordan came out on a mission in the first. He had 8 points and 3 rebounds. That's all for now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. McCollum finds Lillard. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Harden against Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Nurkic. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Passes it to Harden. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 7. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Lillard against Harden. He kicks to Irving. There's the lob to Harden. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break can't. And Cantor throws it down.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Harden scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Lillard. Nice defense from KD.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Lillard against Harden. Pass to Anthony. Launches it. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nets leading by 14. Now Harden. 10 points for him. Outside Durant. Ball stolen. Lillard attacking, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Portland. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. And the pass to Irving. It's up a three. Let's keep it alive. And Harden on the follow. And the Nets lead by 16.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside, KD. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Nobody near Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Here's Brown. Back to Shamet. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Trailblazers trail by 18. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Shamet with it. Here's Griffin. No good there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead, up by 16. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Harris. Landry Shamet is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris. Back to Shamet. Brown the pass to Claxton. 4 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Shamet. Shoots the 3. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 16.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also done a lot of good work in the post tonight. That's certainly been an advantage as well.
Jeff Green is checked in for Harris. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Derek Jones.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Now, here's Shannon. He's guarded closely. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kanter's checked in. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. From deep. They get the rebound.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
Shamet kicks to Green. Griffin dishes to Green. Clock at 6. For the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard outside. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
All right, thank you, David.
And, you know, Kander can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
1:32 left in the game. Harden against Lillard. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Nets lead by 12.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
3-pointer, Lillard. McCollum. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Irving. No good off the back of the rim. And Portland has possession. It's a 10-point game. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Irving passes to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. He doesn't hit that one.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
And Covington stays with it.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
Harris kicks to Harden. On the wing, Irving. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Probably. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.